Women have the power to transform this world.
Serious?
We can end crime and violence if we all agree to do one thing.
And you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. Put your hand up.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Part of the solution. We are live here on the Higher Learning Network. Thank you so much for joining us today for the March edition of the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. Yay! All the children from all over the planet have submitted submissions. Some are a little too young, but we're going to play them anyway because we don't want to discourage our children because they're growing up. And our first contestant is a young man who has been in it before. But before we start, let me introduce you to our judges. And most of them have taught me something. I've learned something from them, and I'm sure I'll learn something today. So thank you so very much, all of our judges, for being a participant here today. My first judge is Tracy Cobb. She is a member of the Higher Learning Network team, where she is one of the staff that searches for teens. So, Tracy, I've known Tracy since 1900 and something or another. That's a long time. Tracy is the one who is responsible for me becoming a member of the Chicago Association of Black Journalists. Did we meet at Columbia College, Tracy?
Yes, we did.
I thought so.
Many moons ago.
Lunar spells ago. And
yes.
Tracy was studying journalism. I believe you were studying journalism, weren't you? What were you studying? Tell us a little bit about
that was my minor at Columbia, but my specialty was television broadcasting production. I did live remote, similar to what you're doing now when I was a younger woman. I'm still young at heart.
Yes, you are. We all are young at heart. So thank you so much for joining us today. I've known Tracy longer than I've known anybody here on the panel. So it's like, wow, honored to have you here today. Thank you so much, Tracy. And
You're
next
welcome.
Is my colleague Dee Daniels from Digital 2.0, Digital Diva, excuse me, get it right, girl. Digital Diva 2.0. The Woman's Ad Network and the War Woman News.
I know it's so much.
I can't remember all that deep, but
I can't either. Obviously, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I love the startup space. I've got so many of them. Something comes to mind, it gets built, it goes out, and we see what happens. But currently working on, the Women's Podcasting Network, which is a platform that we recently created. I'm also still working with Women's News Network. That was always my passion and my original project. that I had launched, but we decided to go back and do a relaunch, create 2 ads, not ads, but mobile apps. And so those, they were supposed to be ready for March, but that didn't work out. So hopefully we'll get that relaunched in April. But yeah, that's what we're doing here.
All right. Well, continued success.
Yeah.
And we look forward to hearing more from you during the contest here today. And the lady right beneath you with that beautiful, let me make my screen just a little bit larger here. This is Karen McCoo, who was my instructor. Because of her, I know how to edit. She taught me how to edit. So Karen,
wow.
Yes, I got skills because of her. She taught me when I left Columbia College, when I did not major in television because I majored in radio.
Right.
I decided to go to CAN TV because I had written a book and I wanted to promote it. And Karen was there, and she was one of the instructors, and she just grabbed me and pulled me up under her wing, and the rest is history. So her story, excuse me, the rest is her story because this is Women's Herstory Month. Yes, take it away, Karen. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
She was an excellent student. She and LaDonna Tittle.
Tittle in the middle, and I taught Tittle.
Yeah. So I worked at a network before, and I won a couple of Emmys, and I taught television production, as she has stated, and I also did an after school program with kids at IIT where I taught television production. So I'm supposed to be retired, but I'm not retired because I don't think I'll ever retire. I don't think I've done my best work yet.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking forward to bigger and better things and to help Zelda with her programs as well. I'm committed to that when I can.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm glad to meet everybody. And I think a couple of you I've met before.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me, Zelda, again.
And thank you for being a guest judge here on the Higher Learning Network TV show, Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest.
My pleasure.
And last but not least, our very own airman. We had Tom joining the fly jock, but we got our own airman right here in the city of the Chi. Airman, take it away.
You know, it's kind of funny what you started off with. You said, with your panel, you've learned something from everyone there. That's what you call ordered steps. You ever been at a job and Zelda, you and Dee and I could all attend to this because we were at JPC and they came in and chopped heads and said we had to go. And being that we were in radio, we was like, well, where we gonna go?
Right, we did.
We're ordered. The steps were ordered, and all we did was just follow the directions that we were supposed to go in, and it brought us. So that's what I say. The steps are ordered. There's no need for havoc. There's no need to panic. If it's a case of losing your job, that means when one door closes, there's another door that opens, and you just have to get out there and find it. That's how it is. That's what I've come to learn, because all the radios that I've been on, man, it was always like, where am I going to go now? And bam, that door would open up, and you walk right through it, and you'd be right there. Yeah, it's just adjustments and making those moves. So, and I can attest that I've been on all the major stations here in Chicago, wondering what my next step was going to be, but always knew that the Lord was going to direct me in that direction. And now I'm running my own radio station. I'm like you, young lady Karen. I think about retirement, but it's not done. The job is not done.
Right. That's right. We have more to do.
Yes, ma'am.
And excuse me, I am in the what just happened there? Okay, there we go. You know, anything that could possibly happen does happen, but I have faith, and I am very glad that I have that faith, because right about now I can't afford to give up. And this is the result of the work that Gene has been working on behind the scenes, and it has finally manifested. So let's take a look at that.
My name is Gene Airman Phillips, inviting you to come fly with me on my new radio station called rockradio.com. Y'all remember back in the old school, right? When you wanted to hear those favorite R&B songs, you found that station. When you got it, you locked it in. You was cool. But then you wanted music from the other side. So you had to find you a pop station, a light rock, a top 40. When you got in, you locked it in and you was good. But all the time you're wondering, hey man, why can't I get that one radio station that plays all my favorite songs? Well, you got it here, man. I call it soul school, not old school. Man, I can go from Mick Jagger to Rolling Stones to Kool and the Gang. I can go from the Culture Club to Lionel Richie and the Commodores. I can go from James Brown to Elton John, from Madonna to Aretha Franklin. And from the ocean, it's all commercial free, extended versions and remixes. I'm on fire. Peter Brown, 872-263-7405. I can go from rockin' the ranch to house rockin' blues. Yes, baby. Ho! There's a lot I've been wanting to talk to you about. You've been real good to me, you know. A lot of things I should have said, but I'm gonna say them now. And man, I got it all set up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You can find me. I'm easy to find. RidenRadio.com will get it all in. Commercial free, man. Stuff like this from Lou Roush. Straight out of Chicago, y'all. Lady love. Then in the evening time, after midnight, we call it the love in. You slow it down. You grab your best guy, your best girl. Get it all in all night long, y'all. All that and more on RidenRadio.com.
All right, now all old school.
I like that soul school.
Yeah.
I like that.
Soul school.
Yeah.
That's a new genre that I created.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
All
like
right now. All right.
Old school.
And thank you so much for creating that, because you are a prime example of what the young people need to be doing, and many of them are doing that. It's like it's not always about get the education and go get a job. It's about get the education and do what you were put here on this planet to do.
Create.
So different today, and the technology takes you right there.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it does.
Yes.
makes everything possible.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just want to share before we start that this show is being sponsored by StreamYard. And I think everybody knows who StreamYard is. And if you don't know who StreamYard is, you are about to find out. So StreamYard, take it away. And that's from December. And okay, StreamYard, are you stuck? Well, we want to unstick you. How about that? That was an old flyer. Oh, Naima, and we've got comments already here on the board on is that YouTube or Facebook? I believe it's Naima Latif, the executive producer of the Female Solution radio TV show, which we are simulcast on today on blogtalkradio.com, the Female Solution. And Naima says, I agree. When one door closes, another one opens, and that's the door that's meant for you to enter. All things done. And
yeah, all right.
Amen. Say that, Naima. Naima will be joining us in the 1 o'clock hour because the contest is over at 1, but you're more than welcome to stay. If you have to leave, we understand, because the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest is on 2 different platforms that we're broadcasting from, and that one doesn't end until 2. So let me remind you before the contest will start, just in a minute here, but I need everyone who is listening and watching this broadcast right now to go to this website, www.oldnational.com/CYC. And I think what I'm going to do is bring it up for you so you can see. So when you get to this website, what you're doing is voting for the Higher Learning Network NFP so that we can, well, let me rephrase that. You're voting for Higher Learning Network so that, because we're in a competition to get grant money for the youth, the global virtual teen talent contest, so that we can give them prizes and we can give them scholarships and we can give them cash. And this is where we need your help. So if you would be so kind to go to this site right about now, you will see it. I'm pulling it up on the grant. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Here it is. Well, I put it on my blog just so you could see it. How about that? So, and it says you can vote now daily through March 31st. And this is what the screen looks like. So when you go to that page, you will see this. Can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay, good. So when you go into the screen, can you see my little cursor here?
Yes.
It's email address, one vote email address per day. And you see I have info@higherlearningnetwork.org. And they will ask you, the second step is they will ask you what organization are you voting for? And you type in Higher Learning Network, and it'll probably pop up, comma NFP. And that's the one you want, because there's a lot of higher learnings, but there's only one Higher Learning Network NFP. And then they ask you, the third question they ask you, are you 18 or older? And you check the box and you agree, and then you vote. Okay, you got it?
Yes. Yes.
Did all of our judges do that? Awesome. Okay, and then for those who are watching online, you can do the same. And if you have any questions, you can always go to the blog. Let me pull it down so you can see what it is. zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com, or you can just go to the site that I gave you, which is right there on the screen. Vote for Higher Learning Network, oldnational.com CYC. Alrighty, are you ready for the global virtual teen talent contest? All right, well, here comes our first contestant. Oh, but I forgot to mention that if you also want to support in another way, we accept Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, and PayPal, and we'll be putting that information on the screen during our during our break here. And you can also, did I mention PayPal? Go to higherlearningnetwork.org. That's right, higherlearningnetwork.org. And you'll see a link there. And you can also, let me pull this back up here. This is it. Our Cash App is Zelda Speaks. And the number 2, our Venmo is Higher Learning Network NFP. Our Zelle, it's my personal Zelle. So you have to email me at zeldaspeaks@gmail.com and I'll send you the link. And last but not least, PayPal, go to higherlearningnw@yahoo.com. That's the email to use because PayPal wants your email address. And that is it, as we are about to pull up our very first contestant. Now, this contestant is coming to us from Canada, and he has been a contestant before, and he wanted to come back. And I was like, oh, okay, because they can always come back. Always, always, always. If you present it, as long as you are a teen between the ages of 13 and 19, you can compete. We've had children who are what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But we still allow them to compete because we don't, well, I should say that we don't allow them to compete, but we just show them. How about that? Because we don't want to discourage our children.
Hold no one back.
Right. We don't want to do that. So here is our very first contestant. His name is, let me get this right. Let me look at it because he's a dynamite little man. And his name is, please, I know his mom and dad is watching, so please, excuse me, forgive me if I mispronounce his name, but Raycon Youssef. and he is an actor, and he is from Toronto, Canada, and I believe he's 13 years old. Okay, so let's see what this little young man has to offer. Yeah. No. That is not his video. That is Casper. What is going on here? He just disappeared on me. I got everybody but him.
Oh no, Raycon, where'd you go?
Okay,
that might be part of his act, a disappearing act.
Houdini, huh?
Okay.
Ooh, my.
Okay, well, okay, here he is. Pull him up here. Okay, let me pull him up. And he's a very talented young man. And the fact that there he is. Alrighty, did I say that name right? Okay. Okay.
I can see that from the pause.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey yo, my name is Raycon, and it's me again. As you can tell, it's me again. But yeah, I'm from Toronto, Canada, and my passion is acting, of course. Acting, you know? And I love acting because it's so unique and creative. Fun fact about acting is that it's all about having fun in acting. What are you doing if you're not having fun? Anyways, as a matter of fact, so let me show you my short acting clip. Oh, no one is there. I can take it. What is he doing? That way, then let's do it. Oh no, incoming attack. Got you now, little kid. Dare you do that to me? I'm gonna show you how I am made of.
Alrighty now. Yeah, he's
creative.
Yes,
superhero.
Okay, yeah, he's a superhero. When I first heard all the noise in the back, I was like, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Mm-hmm. But he is 13 years old. He's an actor. He's from Toronto, Canada, and I hope I pronounced his name right, Raycon Youssef. So please give us your vote right about now. And you can vote on our YouTube channel, Higher Learning TV Show, or our Facebook channel, Higher Learning TV Show. And he is being judged according to his personality and originality, and if what he does fits his personality. And you can post those comments. You can vote right now on our YouTube channel, Higher Learning TV Show, or Facebook.com, Higher Learning TV Show. And the scores are 1 through 5. And if any of you all would like to comment on this contestant, we'd love to hear what you have to say.
Very original. I like that. He's not afraid of the camera. And that's one good thing about being an actor or actress. You cannot be afraid of the camera. So the real you shines through. And I think he did a very good job.
I think so too, Tracy. Anyone else? Karen?
I thought his personality was number 5. I gave him 5s.
Oh, we don't want to give want to give them the votes over the air.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Well,
okay, so
that's good encouragement for him. So that's good.
It is.
I thought his it was original. Was very good. His personality, what he did fits his personality. I thought he was good.
Yeah.
You know, I probably look at something totally different than you all, but I saw from the paused picture that you had his excitement level before it even started.
Yeah.
So he started like on 10 before the video actually rolled. So he's got great creativity that I think, and his acting stood on point. So if this is the beginning, I always say this too. Wait till next year.
Yeah.
And he's just 13. He's only 13, so
right. He's 13, so he's already ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's true. He continues to grow. He was on here before, so here he is again. He's still doing what he's doing, still growing, and that's what you have to do in this industry.
Right.
So I didn't see him before. So in comparison to before, what did you guys think?
Yeah, there's growth.
His growth. Yeah, we see his growth.
Okay.
We do see his growth. So yeah. So if you are all through voting, we will go to the next contestant, which is, I do not advise this, but they sent it and I'm going to share it. And I will let you be the judge of it. Okay, judges, are you ready?
Yeah.
The actions in this video are performed. Do not attempt. Okay, here we go.
He's going to jump over those cars. I can see him already.
Yeah, I want to see this. Well, I've seen it already, but
line him up, and I got him. Oh,
crazy! Now that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
that boy is a reincarnation of Evil Knievel.
Okay, I was like, okay.
I didn't get his name.
I don't have his name. People send in things all the time, and I think they think I know them personally. I don't know.
So how are we supposed to grade him?
How do we identify him?
I just put car jumper. He's
okay. Car jumper.
You got anything better? Please let me know.
Stuntman.
Stuntman. Thank you.
That's good.
Yeah, he's the stuntman. But I don't know. Sometimes you just don't know. But anyway, while you are judging from your scores 1 to 5 for originality, overall performance, and what else did I say? Song, if it doesn't.
Personality, originality.
Right.
His personality.
Yeah. We got personality. Well, let's see how much personality this next contestant has, because even though she's a little young, like I said, we do not want to dissuade anyone from auditioning for the show. While you are watching our contestants, and the audience, I should say, please go to the website, Higher Learning TV Show, on Facebook or YouTube, and you can vote. And as soon as our votes are all in, we will go on to the next contestant. Are you ready, judges? Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Here's our next contestant. She's a little bitty one, but she is so cute. I love it. And this little, I call her the African dance girl. I don't have a name for her. I just put African dance girl. So let me know what you think about this little young lady. And remember to post your votes on our channels on YouTube and Facebook. Are you ready?
Yeah.
She is 11.
Okay.
Here we go. Alrighty now, little Miss Africa. I'm not sure which one she is, which country she's in on the continent. You know, people they send it, but they don't send details. So then you get angry because we don't say what you want us to say, your name, age, location, all that. But you gotta send that in. So that's why we have that. But our judges can still vote on this 11. And there was another little girl with her, and she was 12 years old. And they're from, I don't know what part of the continent they're from, but you can vote anyway. And you can post your comments on our YouTube channel. And it is 12:32. It is time for us to, while our judges are voting, we've got to play commercials.
I thought that was heard twice in the video, but I had to take a closer look to see that it was another individual that joined the video. But I like the length of the video as well, because we usually get short videos, but that
right.
be well over a minute.
Yeah, she was well over a minute. So we're gonna take, while you're voting, we're gonna take a commercial break on blogtalkradio.com, the Female Solution. Thank you so much for watching and sharing. Stay close. We'll be right back. And why can't I hear that?
But wealth isn't determined by how much money you have. Wealth is determined by your power to define what money is. The dictionary defines money as something used as a way to pay for goods and services and to pay people for their work. So how would you like to have access to an unlimited source of money? Money that is not taxed by the government. Money that increases as you share the opportunity with others. Money that you can use to pay for goods and services and pay people for their work. I'm talking about Bitcoin. It's the future of independent wealth building. Bitcoin is the new money that you control. Get started building your wealth. Call 312-849-3456. That's 312-849-3456.
And while you're waiting, go to my blog and vote for our youth.
Let us help you restore serenity to your life. At Serenity Family Social Services, we understand that good mental health is a result of emotional well-being. Our goal is to assist you and your family in removing emotional distress, restoring harmony and balance to your lives. We offer individual, couples, and family counseling. I'm Howard Williams, CEO of Serenity Family Social Services. Call today at 312-315-4822. That's 312-315-4822. Do you worry about finances, family, health, job, relationships? Are you in pain? Do you feel stuck? If you answer yes to any of these questions, help is available. Don't worry, you're not alone. It's part of the human process. We only feel this because we haven't mastered the voices in your head. No hype, just down to earth, solid, workable tools and techniques that you can practice daily. It's really food for the soul. Whether you want to learn how not to worry about anything, to get type 2 diabetes, publish your work, promote their products or service, or just make extra money. Take advantage of the deal of the day. Go to ZeldaSpeaks.com and call 212-409-6619. Mention promo code The Female Solution and get free shipping. That's ZeldaSpeaks.com or 312-409-6619. Stop worrying today. Visit ZeldaSpeaks.com.
And while you're on the internet, be sure and go to zeldaspeaks.mindfulness.blogspot.wordpress.com. But you don't even have to go there. That's just there for future reference in case you lose the site, because the site is located here where we need you to vote. oldnational.com/CYC. Have you already voted there, judges?
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so very much. And now I want you to share that with someone for the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest, because everybody needs to vote, because that's one of the ways in which we can definitely help keep prizes and scholarships for our young people. Now, this is poetry, and by Ariana Brown. A rich girl once told me. That's what it's called. So if you are ready for some poetry, Ariana Brown, let's take it away.
She didn't shop at thrift stores because they were sad places. And immediately I pictured myself trotting alongside my mom at the community thrift on the south side, the dusty heaven that produced all my toys and dresses. I remember This Will Be, some Natalie Cole or Otis Redding or Earth, Wind, and Fire shooting through the speakers, my mom humming about everlasting love while scouring the kitchen utensils. And I know the rich girl is wrong. The thrift stores are anything but sad. Mom had rules when I was young. Pants should be under $10, shirts less than $5, a good jacket maybe 15 or 20. I'm not sure if she made these rules or inherited them as I did, but I keep them with me wherever I go. Know that a woman who came before you knew you would need guidance, and so she gifted you from her tired palms her oldest blueprints for existing. The women in my family have always been the most original. Trust them to find a way to do something when every easy option is gone. Turn the blouse backwards and now it fits better. Roll up the sleeves, remove shoulder pads, learn to sew so you can hem your own clothes. What can you create when the only thing in front of you is your hands? How fast can you think? How deliberate can you be? Can you imagine something better than what you have, then make the thing you have better? Who taught you to make a solution where there is none? Who was it that said adapt or die? And did they meet my mother, queen of couponing and early morning yard sales before the Texas heat brushes the back of the neck? When I tell you department stores overwhelm me, what I mean is 15% off is not a sale. I'm not even sure why they have sales, because I'm not showing up till it goes on clearance. Mom says everything goes on clearance. Mom also says the only things you should buy new are shoes and underwear. That just because you don't have money doesn't mean you can't be sanitary. Don't leave the store until you've seen everything. The selection changes every day. Every 24 hours, a handful of new chances to become an artist. My mom says she used to write poetry. My father, when he was alive, was a dancer. Did I learn grace, or was it passed through the blood? Have I always been creative and practical? Today, I bought 2 sweaters, 2 belts, and a mason jar for $3. Texted my mom, thinking of you.
All right now.
Oh,
Yes. How
yeah.
about yeah? Oh.
Yeah.
She is 16 years old. Ariana Brown, a rich girl once told me, and she is a poet, and I think she knows it.
You know what I like
I
about
agree. I agree. The personality came in clear. She's very concise with her verses and her prose, so she's very good. She's not afraid of the camera. She did her thing, and that's the main thing. She's creative, very original. That's one thing I loved about that. She's very original, and I think she's going places.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This is none of it. Stop. I don't know what the energy is in this one, but this little pop walker here. Every time I turn, Lord, I just got to pull it up. Y'all just got to see it. Okay, did you all vote for number 4, Ariana Brown?
Yeah. Number 4. Yeah.
Good.
What's this next one?
This is the Asian pop locker.
Oh.
He's got some skills out of this world. They call him B-boy.
Okay. Did we have a name for him?
B-boy is all I have.
Oh,
yeah.
B-boy. Okay.
B-boy. Yeah, they for some reason or another they think I know or we know who they are, but we don't.
His name.
You know, they don't understand that there are some adults in this world, and you know, we don't know all the names and nicknames that they go by.
Right.
We need a full name.
How old is he?
He's 13.
Okay.
And he is the Asian pop locker. If you are ready, we are ready. You ready, judges?
We're ready.
Yes.
Either way. And now. Wow. I had to see that again. I'm sorry. Yeah. He's some kind of special. Does this child have bones in his body? I mean, he is so limber. It's like
he's really good.
He's beyond good. I was like, where was he born? Because I don't know any children like that. I mean, they can move, but it's like he didn't even have. It's like he doesn't have a spine or bones. It's like he's all ligaments.
Yeah.
Okay. So, judges, what do you think?
I thought he was really good. He was, I mean, obviously he's super talented. He's a dancer. He's been doing this for a while. And like you said, very limber, but he's really, really talented.
Extremely limber.
Yeah.
So we're voting on originality, overall performance, and if what they do, if it fits them.
You know, when I first saw him come on, I thought he was going to do some sort of defense technique.
I did too.
And down on his head. It still looked like he was in a class, but it looks like he turned the defense technique into a dance, very flexible, creative the style. And I like the music that he had flowing in the background. So
excuse me.
I like it.
Yes, and once again, we do not own the rights to this music. So that was number 5, the Asian pop locker. And here is number 6, Jordan Piles from the 90s. Somebody sent it to me and I said, okay, I'll play it, but she's already a winner. So Jordan Piles, Jordan Childs is from the 90s. It's her floor routine. So check it out. Whoa! Wow.
Ooh, wow. Super
Yeah.
top.
That was some kind of special. Talk about
Yeah.
speech. I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure, but that was
How old
some.
was she again?
She's out of our age range, but they
Oh,
send it, so I play it
okay.
just to encourage younger youth,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
to give them encouragement. Because just because you no longer fit our criteria, we want to show those who are interested in doing what she's doing to do it anyway, despite the fact that you may not be able at this point to compete, but you can compete. You can always come back when you're a little older or something of that nature. Now, this is number 7. Have you all voted, judges?
Are we voting on her since she's out of the range?
No, I'm sorry. No, you're not voting on her.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I was so excited to see it. It was like I just forgot. Wait. They email me all during the week. Well, why you didn't play my video? Well, I know they're not old enough. They're not saying this to me. They're not old enough, or they're too old. And I was like, we have a criteria here, so just be patient with us, okay? All righty. This next one, let me. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, but I'm going to try. It looks like Ildar Young, and you tell me what this is because this is This is dance to the degree, and it's very short. So check it out. Yeah. Can we see that again?
Wow.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I have never seen anything like that in my life, and that's an older person. I don't know the age; they didn't send it, so
So
we
we're
can't.
not voting on him either.
No, we're not voting on that one. But I had to show it to you
Yeah.
because that was just I've never seen anything like that in my life. Have you?
No, the man has a lot of spiritual energy in him. That's what I noticed right away with the movement of the body.
Yeah.
The way he can move. He's really got a good energy.
Great strength too.
Yes.
Takes a lot of strength to do that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, strength and creativity is off the change here. But here's another one.
This is number 6, right?
Yeah, because we didn't vote on those. Actually, I'm not sure we're going to vote on this one either. But they said
okay.
So I showed. Well, as you can see, that was from America's Got Talent. I had an 11-year-old child send me that, and she said that's what she wanted to do. And I was like, well, you have to send us the video of what you can do. You can't send us somebody else's video. She said, but just show it and just say my name. I was like,
you know, with a video like that, it takes a lot of teamwork. Not only that,
a lot of people.
The person up front has no idea what the person behind them is doing.
Yeah.
They have no way of looking, especially when they first started out in a straight line. You don't know what the person behind you is doing. So how would they have to practice that unless they looked in the mirror or something like that?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that it's
in the mirror.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, it seems like to me that was Middle Eastern or either someone from India. So I don't know if you all familiar with the spiritual goddess named Madahari.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's part of the culture and the spiritual belief in India. And those many hands were showing her vision. I studied that also when I went to school with lessons of different cultures. So that's what she was displaying. And that takes a lot of teamwork because that was about 8 women behind her, young ladies. And then when they split off, those were another set of women who were displaying the Madahari energy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they showed eyes. Did I see eyes?
Yeah, eyes and mouth.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
They did.
And remember that when she first came out, it showed like an eye and the lips. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With teeth.
Well choreographed.
Yeah.
Well
with teeth.
choreographed, to say the least.
Yeah.
Wow.
And thank
so
you.
We're not voting on her, are we?
No, they already won on America's Got Talent, but
wow,
the little girl wanted me.
Well, she can do it. All she has to do is just go study and talk to some people from India, and if they're willing to show her and teach her, she can get it down.
Right. And I had go ahead, Dee.
Oh,
that was Karen.
Karen.
It's different.
Very different. And they won on America's Got Talent, so good for them.
I see why.
Yeah, I see why too. And that is all of our contestants. So you will have a chance to send those votes in via email. For those who are watching HLN TV show at gmail.com is the place to play it. This is not a contestant, but this is something to show you not to give up on your dream or whatever it is that you have going on in life. And this is called Will Never Stop. Keep showing up. Take a look at this. Keep showing up. This is a paralyzed young man. Where's the audio?
No one believes in you. Believe in yourself. Even if you don't see the results right away, Keep showing up until you do see the results. Even if you don't see the results for a very, very long time, keep showing up. What if the results don't come? They're not going to come if you quit. Keep showing up. I'm tired. Keep showing up. I don't feel like it. Keep showing up. I can't see any results. Keep showing up. I don't know where to start. Just start. Do something. Take that first step. Every step you take adds up. And
You see that?
keep showing
Yeah.
up. Showing
That
up.
sounds like that Prince Ia.
I'm not.
Are you familiar with Prince Ia?
No, this is
He does
from
a,
Mir. No, I'm not.
he does a lot of videos on Facebook and TikTok like that.
Okay.
Voice. And there are real strong messages like that.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Prince
because
Ia.
yeah, when I heard that, I was like, wow, that is persistence. That is consistency.
Strong message.
Yes.
Yes. Never
So
give up.
We have 5 people we're voting on.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, 5 people.
And you will send those votes. And for those who are watching on our Facebook and YouTube channel, you can vote right there. And you can vote as many times as you want to. And you can also send them to HLN Show, HLNTVshow@gmail.com. And you can vote as many times as you want. It's just that easy. And while you're there, please like and subscribe. And last but not least, before we go off the air, I must show you the Higher Learning Network Instagram page. It's hln.homeless.project. And we are always asking that you pay attention to people that you don't usually pay attention to, like the homeless community. We are always raising funds to help feed them, to help get them generators, to help get them butane, heaters, anything they need to keep warm. And this is just one of the last videos that we did. And you can go to the site and see for yourself. So you know what we're doing with the money that you send in. And why can't I hear? Okay.
It would be easier if you could come down there.
Okay, good. So we're going to take it down there. That's okay. Ernest, we're going to take it down there. Yeah.
Right out.
All righty now. Well, you can always go to the page and see yourself, but I just wanted to show you. All righty. Let's get this butane out so we can keep some people warm tonight. That got a box of goodies for you, too. Yep. Got some bread and some milk and some snacks. So please share it. And if everybody could come grab something, yeah.
Propane soup?
Huh?
You can have the propane soup?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's why I'm here. Everybody grab some propane.
You want me to grab the box?
We don't need the box. What you can grab, sir, is that bag of so you can go there. I got 2 boxes here. There's one right here. You can go there to our Instagram site and see all of that yourself and look at all the videos. So we ask that you, if would be so kind to send in a tax deductible donation. Yes, you can get a deduction on your taxes for that if you would like to. And this is the place where to send it. So. Once again, Cash App is Zelda Speaks, the number 2, and Venmo is Higher Learning Network NFP, and Zelle, email me zeldaspeaks@gmail.com because it's my personal account, and PayPal, our email address is higherlearningnw@yahoo.com. And last but not least, be sure and text us at 219-699-2114 for updates and any other information for the newsletter, anything that you'd like to be included in to know what's going on with the Higher Learning Network and the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest and anything else of that nature. And we will keep you So we'll keep you informed. So hopefully you have already made your choices and get those votes in. And the winner will be announced Monday morning on Monday Morning Mindfulness, which airs from 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on blogtalkradio.com, the Female Solution. You can always go to my blog, zeldaspeaks.wordpress.com. And last but not least, it is 1 o'clock. The show is over. And please remember to tell all your friends to go, friends, family, network, all of them to go to www.oldnational.com/NY, /CYC. Let me say that again for our listening audience on the Blog Talk platform. Once again, you are voting for Higher Learning Network NFP at www.oldnational.com/CYC. So when you get in there, they're going to ask you who are you voting for, and you're going to check out, type in the Higher Learning Network.org. I'm sorry, Higher Learning Network NFP.
Do you have an ad for that?
An ad?
Uh-huh. Do you have
I don't think so. We need to make one. Thank you for that, Karen.
Because I'll post it, I can make up something, but I just thought maybe you had something already.
No, the ad that we have, well, it actually is just a flyer.
That's fine. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, cool. All right, so judges,
send that to me.
I sure will. Let me make a note right now so I don't forget. Karen, send Karen the video. I'm sorry, the link, the JPEG. I keep all this in my head. For Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Instagram, okay. I can use it anywhere, right?
Instagram. Yeah. You can use it anywhere. So that, my friends, thank you so very much for being viewer here on the Higher Learning Network TV show. Tuesdays at 6, Wednesdays at 1 on Channel 19. And we'd like to take some final comments from our judges.
All were very well put together. The whole acts and their energy and their presentations were wonderful.
Yes, they were. Dee?
I agree. I really enjoyed. I liked the poet a lot. I thought, she was a good storyteller. Always like a good story, and even the dancers. So they were all really talented as usual, and I'm sure they're gonna go, really far. They just got to keep doing what they're doing.
The last video you saw, just don't give up.
Exactly.
That's right.
Karen?
I think we had some good talent to choose from.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Variety is the spice of life.
And a lot of different types.
Yeah, all kinds of. It's like, wow. Yeah. Okay.
So it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it always
hard,
is.
But I favored the poet too.
Yeah.
Me too. I do.
I'm not gonna say because I don't want to appear you call it judgmental or anything like that.
You sound biased.
I'll let the vote speak for themselves and I'll vote too. Okay, Gene.
I have to agree. Well, we're kind of casting a vote because I'm a poet as well. She spoke about reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
things that actually happened, and I don't know how she could miss because she said her mother did poetry and her father was a dancer.
Yes.
So that kind of chimes into where she is and where she's going to go. So it looks like her steps are already ordered. And I always say, man, if you think you've seen it all this week, wait till next week.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
always something new.
Great emotion.
Yes.
She had great emotion.
Expressing
stuff. So and that came across very well.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank my judges and I want to thank the viewers wherever you're watching from or listening from. We appreciate you as we leave you with this last message from the Higher Learning Network.
We love
love you on Windy City Live. Yes, we do. Tell us, how did all this happen? How did this come about?
Well, I play me. I play Val Warner in Chirac, which is really cool. So when people see this movie, they are literally seeing Val, and I am a reporter in the movie.
We talk about the violence, but what can we do personally?
I think we got to be engaged, and I think engaged in a number of things. In our block, in our home, in our neighborhood, we got to be engaged. We got to fight the issues. We got to fight a government that is abandoned, whole communities on the south and the west side. We got to fight a governor who's cut out every youth employment program, who's cut out violence prevention programs, who's abandoned our communities and the poor and the vulnerable. And I think we got to reach out to our brothers on the street and love them and respect them and help them, not just demonize them.
I'll just say like this. First of all, give you the history of coming to Chicago and telling my jokes as a young cat. I'm 37 now. I started about almost 15 years ago. Elroy taking me under his wing, letting me do some jokes here and there for the radio stations and all that kind of stuff.
I learned that no matter what you do and how much of a genuine heart you have, and if you're coming from a good place, people are going to criticize if they don't agree with what you're doing.
Yo, what's up? It's your man Tony Schofield from 106.3 Chicago's R&B, and you are watching Men on Higher Learning. Now, I used to hang around with some men that was into some higher learning. It just wasn't that kind of higher learning, but I got myself together now, okay?
What is it that you do in your quiet time, in your meditation time, that allows you to bring us the films that you do?
I sit courtside in Madison Square Garden, world's most famous arena.
And you're watching CTV on the Higher Learning Network. The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. And thank you so much for staying with us. Oh, the judge is still staying with you. Thank you. I thought you'd been gone by now, but if you're more than welcome.
No, I'm always here to support when I can.
Thank you so much. We've been joined by executive producer Naima Latif of the Female Solution. She is on location. Go ahead, take it away, Naima.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me? I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see Zoe.
Yes, I want to talk about the welfare against poverty through divine intervention and empowerment. Okay, because we are talking about a young man's ministry, that we have to look at the God, divine intervention, and empowerment. God wants his people to prosper. The Lord delights greatly in
Turn
the
it up, Naima. They
prosperity
can
of
hear.
3 John 2 says, Beloved, I pray that you may prosper in all things and in health, just as your soul prospers. One of the irrevocable products of our redemption through Jesus, the holy sacrifice of Jesus Christ on earth, is our prosperity, and we have to believe that. That God is, He wants us to be happy. I want to ask you, how many of you actually own a business?
Can you hear, Gene? I can't hear.
Static.
Static, yeah. We got static, Naima.
Do you own a home? Okay. See, I think when we live in our own home, we are free from the harassment of landlord. I don't care how great you are a tenant. The landlord wants to raise rent, anytime they want, or they want to sell their house, the property that you have to move. And we just heard that. So that actually impacts our life, that we cannot control where we live. And if we don't own our business, that means our income is dictated by our boss, and the boss objective is make more money from our labor. And I think we should own our own home to have our freedom, and own our own business to control our own destiny. And so with that, I think every one of us need the divine empowerment through entrepreneurship. I encourage you, because that's my path I feel my accomplishment is through entrepreneurship, to build and pursue our own dreams. The path to prosperity is not as easy and it's not as easy as we strive. We need to be vigilant about divine intervention and empowerment. I am a first-generation immigrant who came to the United States with only $40 in my pocket. I have no family wealth or family support in America. But today, 28 years later, I can retire and choose to live in a simplistic life with no boss or landlord to harass me. That's the result of divine intervention and empowerment. After graduate school, I came to the United States 28 years ago to graduate school here at UIC. After graduation, I had 2 office jobs, but I very soon realized office job would not give me a sense of accomplishment. So I quit. I started life, my own business, just like Erica, being in the real estate industry. So after I received my MBA, I chose not to work in the corporate world. My pastor friend introduced me to work for his friend who has a mortgage business. So I had to learn everything that I had never learned in business school. So I become self-employed as a mortgage broker and then later become a real estate agent. At that time, I didn't even own a car. That's how poor I was. I had to borrow a beaten car from my pastor. And one day I got my first speeding ticket. Driving to a marketing event, try to advertise my business. I feel I was not speeding. It's not like I drove speeding, but I feel I was driving a beaten down car in the middle class neighborhood as a poor person. So, yeah. That was my humble start. You see where I started. In the next 20 years, I became a real estate developer. I became an administrator of assisted living facility in Wisconsin. And then I became an investor litigation consultant. So my self-employment cover a wide range of field. The reason I could do that is I stepped out of my comfort zone to be in a Chinese community. I learned how to grow wealth from the white people. Okay, I went to do business in Wisconsin, in rural Wisconsin with all rednecks, and they discriminate me as a people of color. I have to sue the state of Wisconsin for business harassment. It's not because I can overturn the way they discriminate me. It's more I want to put it on the record that they discriminate me. The reason I did that because I'm highly educated, so I can file a lawsuit on my own without an attorney. But they discriminate many African American business, like assisted living business, like small family home. They close down their business. But those people cannot sue them because they didn't have money to sue the government. I just want to put it on the record that you discriminate people of color. Even in Chicago area, Chicago is very nice to Chinese Americans. They treat us like whitish, so we do enjoy a lot of white privilege. But when I was in Wisconsin, those privileges gone for me. I was a black person, just like as black as to them it is. I'm a person of color. Yes, and they think, what the hell you are doing in my neck of woods?
Yes, ma'am.
The white country. So I have that put on the record to say, you in Wisconsin, you discriminate all people of color. So, so to build a financial foundation for me, I started doing, investing in real estate. I received commissions being a mortgage broker and a real estate agent. And so I saved almost every penny. And I invested in real estate. I buy more real estate, mostly new construction homes. And I think in between 2001 to 2006, maybe the last piece was like 2006, I on and off own 10 properties. Okay. What I learned is we grow wealth in the process of construction real estate property from vacant land to our building. In the Chicago South Side and West Side, there are a lot of vacant land and undervalued homes. They are the opportunity for wealth building. And I think Chicago, the Cook County and Chicago as a whole, they are manipulating the housing market in the Black community, okay? And that's caused the Black poverty. We need to change that by not only own homes, but being a mini developers, okay? Each of you can be a mini developer of a vacant lot into a 4-unit building. When Erica said you can get FHA loan for a real estate property up to 4 units, because up to 4 units it considered as residential. After 4 units, a 5 unit becomes commercial, and and she said something I didn't know, that if you have mixed commercial and real residential, it still can. If it's not it's under 51%, then it's still considered as a residential. That you can get the loan at a good rate. Okay, so that's the important, because when I first started investing in real estate, I was a mortgage broker and I'm good at math, so I know how to play the game. Okay, so I was able to get a mortgage loans for all my properties, and that's how I built my equity, and I can pull it out and invest. So now I can retire, living on a little bit of rental income. I live in a very simplistic life. I'm not driving a fancy car. I don't live in a big house because I want to live in a mortgage-free lifestyle. So nobody harass me. I don't care the mortgage rate is go skyrocket because I don't own anybody. Okay, but you own rental property because your renters actually pay your mortgage and build your wealth. I want you to understand that your own home is not your real estate investment. Okay, your rental property is your real estate investment. because your own home is a liability. It's not assets. You always have a rental property as your investment. Okay, so like I said, if African Americans, you start building your own house, and then especially into like a 3-unit, that you become a mini developer, a homeowner, and a landlord. That's the instant way to build your wealth. I always said I'm an accidental American because I didn't want to come to America 28 years ago. Because I was extremely successful at my age, 24 years old, in China. I was, because I have a rare skill speaking English in a billion people, very few of them do. So I have a very precious skill that I make 20 times of a salary of an average person, and I own my first home at 24 years old.
Excuse me, y'all, for intervening. Thanks for coming, Zuri. I hate to be this way, but we on the clock. So, can you all two speak?
Well, I think just let me finish and you get started. Just people you get started. So let me finish.
Can we serve the food? Can we eat while you go? Yeah. Come on, everybody, come up and get a plate. We're gonna serve. Go ahead, Zoe. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, but God took me away and made me to come to the United States. When I came to UIC for graduate school, I was appalled by the Black poverty in the project around UIC. And the Black poverty and the poverty in China are not the same. The Black poverty is, I feel it's by the government, because in China, I am a Chinese. I was born as Chinese Muslim, so I was a minority in China. But I benefit greatly from the affirmative action in China that I can be successful as today. But in America, well, I can tell you one thing. When I came to graduate school in UIC, my graduate program has 8 students. It's a free education program for the students, but the 8 students, 5 are foreigners, 3 are white, okay? So there is 3 Chinese, 1 Israeli, and 1 Polish. And 3 of them out of the 8 didn't graduate with a college degree, with a graduate degree. So it's a wasted. When I came to the United States, I spoke English before I came, but I would not be able to speak English as good as a Black bachelor degree student from UIC. But they didn't give that opportunity to a Black student. That, to me, is unthinkable in China, because in China, they give special preference to people of minority status. And in America, it reverse. So that, to me, I say I'm standing on the shoulders of Black college students, because I might accidentally took away their opportunity. When I graduated from graduate school, I get into middle class life immediately. But that maybe an African American student did not have that opportunity. So I'm a sociology because sociologist by training, because that's what I went to graduate school for. And I see the Black poverty is a product of government policy from the city hall. So, honestly, because of this, I was demoralized my first 10 years in living in Chicago, but only God gave me the courage to face the reality and decided I want to change in the city I love. In 2004, I went to a Chinese, visit Chinese friend, American Christian in San Diego, and then she took me to a Chinese house church. And that day, during the service, someone stood up and said to me, I have a message from God to you. God said he will protect you like a bubble over you. I knew that person was a angel in disguise. God is always with me, even though I was demoralized by the challenges in life. From then on, I shook off all the burdens and become a fearless warrior against inequality. Today, I want to share the same message from God with you. Go and build your dreams through entrepreneurship. God is with you and empower you every step of the way. Thank you.
And that was Zoe Moon.
All right. And that was Zoe Ma.
Who's been on the show.
So we're gonna break bread together. The ladies always have to go first. So we made the rules.
All right. So
Hey, you see me back there talking.
Zoe Ma has been on the Higher Learning Network.
So that was
series. Why you need to learn.
That was Zoe Ma, of course, giving her presentation regarding her real estate business here at the Young Man Ministries in Harvey, Illinois. And what we'll do is step away so that our
That's
all
one
right.
of the things that we talk about on the show is that why we need to learn to speak Chinese because there are many benefits.
So, one of the reasons why we wanted to bring her presentation, she's going to be working in conjunction with a lot of the organizations here and doing youth outreach. They have a community garden, and we know we have our pandemic farms program. We'll be working in conjunction with that. She's going to be bringing youth to her facility that she's developing in Wisconsin, a youth center, as well as, we've talked about other projects that she'll be working in conjunction with. So, we wanted to come and support her in her speech here at the Young Man Ministries here in Harvey, Illinois, where they met during Dr. Willie Wilson's campaign. A lot of the ministers here had been with Dr. Wilson as he was running for office. And so Zoe Ma, who was our guest on Monday Morning Mindfulness a few days ago, she has been networking with many of those who are doing youth programs. I mean, we have the solutions right here among the organizations that are reaching out, organizing young people, providing information, knowledge, business opportunities. We just need to be supported by whoever is going to be the next mayor of the city and any other city. There are organizations that are doing these things. And so, of course, Zoe is encouraging the ministers to work with her and others in the business community that are reaching overseas. It's like this show today. We're seeing young people who are from across the world performing. We're a global family, and Zoe has a lot of connections with China. They've got a lot of products that if we could just get them to the American market, they could be opportunities for young people to sell and to become entrepreneurs and to
be your own Amazon,
to make money legally and not be caught up in this system. So that's one of the reasons why they brought her here to the Young Man Ministries here in Harvey. And I'm sure she'll be networking with a lot of others that have programs that work. And we want to bring young people together with those who have opportunities to give them so they can change their condition. So we thank you all for joining us and bringing this live. And, they're they're eating now. So, well, of course, I'm fasting. I'm, observing Ramadan. So I won't be eating till sunset or sundown.
Okay.
But they
Thank you
are
for that, Naima.
interacting and giving people a chance to network, meet each other, and expand as we build a community of people that are bringing solutions. So I'm hoping I can be heard here.
Yeah, you're being heard here. I don't think you can hear me.
Yes. You can hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you, but that's probably because I have this microphone stuck in the socket here. So I'll probably take it out so I can hear, because I'm also on my phone. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's time for
okay. Now I can hear you.
It's time for a commercial break. So can we take
I'm
our
trying to
next?
block some of the noise in the background.
Okay, well, it's time for our next commercial break. So just stay close. We'll be right back.
Yes. So I think we probably need to take a break now. It's about 1:30.
I'm breaking right now.
Yeah.
It's running.
Oh, it's running. Oh, okay, great. I'll plug this back in and cut out some of the background noise.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I will do, so let me go get my phone so I can hear you from my. I'm gonna see if I can get one of the organizers of the program to come on after the break and do an interview with them here. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let's see if we can. So I'm going to grab one of the organizers and have them sit here, maybe turn on a light too, and get some more information. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll be here when you get back. This is Naima. This is international businesswoman Zoe Ma speaking at the Young Man's Ministries in Harvey, Illinois. Karen Hill, thank you so much for joining us. Amen, Karen Hill, 227. Karen, I believe it's from Chicago. I do believe I've seen that name before. And let's go to our next commercial. Coming up from the female solution. We'll be right back.
Oh, there we go. Light. Okay, yes.
Got a couple of lights there.
All right. Oh, let me make sure we can see you. Oh, there we go. Yes. All right.
We got a promo running.
So,
wait. That promo running.
So we're actually on radio and TV simultaneously. All right. But thank you so much. We're back on the Higher Learning Network and the Female Solution Global Radio TV show. We have had a wonderful time here at the Young Man's Ministries here in Harvey, Illinois, learning about so many of the inspirational programs that are happening. And I'm here with a fantastic musician. And when he told his story about how he used his horn to minister and has even managed to touch the hearts of would-be robbers just using the sound of music and his skills. So give us your name and tell us about the work that you do.
Okay, my name is Charles Pryor. I'm a trumpet player, musician, author, and I don't go off titles too much. The way I look at it now is just that I'm the messenger. That is that the work that I do now is to give away those things knowledge that was given to me. So anything that is taught to me, I want to give it away now during the rest of my life while I'm here on earth. So one of the things for reaching the youth is music. I love to just put a trumpet in their hand and give them an opportunity to grow. And not just for children, but just for anybody. I think that it has changed their life. It worked on me, so I know what they can do for other people. Not saying that everyone has to be a professional trumpet player, but they can get to a point to where they can start to enjoy that side of music and just give them a different outlook on life to help them out.
Now, tell us what inspired you to take music and use it as a tool for those who might be out in the street life, might be robbing people, might be hopeless, might be on drugs. What motivated you to use music in that means?
Street performing. I remember when I first started street performing over 20 years ago, I just wanted to make a living at doing something that I love. And I had went around to different jam sessions sitting in, but when I started street performing, I got exposed to everybody, exposed to the crowd. You got to be your own security. But one of the biggest things that I learned out there with street performing is that I got a chance to communicate with so many people and to learn about their life story. And there were days that I thought that I was having a bad day, and somebody would come up and tell me that they just lost their entire family. And they were telling me that my notes are giving them comfort, giving them strength. And that goes on and on for years. There's so many stories, so many personal stories, things that I've heard about people. This one guy, he stopped doing drugs because he told me he felt bad. He didn't have any money to give me. So when things like that's happening, it's kind of hard to respond or hard to come back. Sooner or later, you just take a look in the mirror and realize that your efforts and what you're supposed to be doing has nothing to do with you. It's beyond you. It's about everybody else.
So how did you happen to get involved with this organization here in Harvey?
I was invited by Erica. I've been knowing her for years. We went to high school together, worked together, and we kind of lost contact, but we got back in contact through Facebook. And she sees the things that I'm doing with my son, on my Facebook page, Charles Pryor Music. On Instagram, it's Charles Pryor Media. I do what I call a dad's barbershop because I always cut his hair. So during that time, I'm always giving him advice on life. And I like to do it that way because it's kind of like I'm in control of it. Like I'm not censored. I can kind of say whatever I want to say. But I give him a taste of reality of what it takes to survive, kind of what I went through, and kind of imagine what he's going to be going through 10 to 15 years from now. So she just thought that it would be a good fit for me to come here and network and maybe some future opportunities for me to do work with people or either young men, or young men and women with music and just to help, line up with the direction of where I'm headed in life already.
We thank you so much. Now, how can people, first of all, give us the name of your book and where they can purchase it and where can people get in touch with you if they want to know more about how they can get involved in helping youth get in touch with music?
All right, no problem. Well, my book is currently still being written. It's titled You Can Do It, and that's based off my realistic life that I was never supposed to be a trumpet player. Although my father taught me, I was told to go get a real job. And so I no difference than anybody else. It's like a hobby or something like that. And my name is Charles Pryor again. You can look me up on social media. On Instagram, Charles Pryor Media. On Facebook, it's Charles Pryor Music.
It's spelled P-R-Y-O-R.
P-R-Y-O-R, absolutely. My telephone number is area code 708-982-1764. My email is cepjr5music@yahoo.com. For some events, I don't charge to come out when I have to perform. The average price for me to come out and perform for different events, it starts at $200, on up, depending on the time. And that's normally between like a 2 to 3 hour time bracket. I don't do fish fries, birthday parties at lounges, no place where I might get shot. I don't do any, like, if it's going to be bad people there, things like that. So, I don't have to go into details on that. It's just that at this point in my life, I can choose what I want to do and not do. So I don't have to. I do discriminate when it comes down to that. But positive events, wedding anniversaries, birthday parties for elders, things like that, I enjoy doing because it's peaceful and it's nice. Oh yeah, for kid parties also, I like to do that. On one of my other books that I have coming out, it's going to be my trumpet man character that's going to be in there for children. And my son, 8 years old, he's helping me write that book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is powerful. Your 8-year-old. Yes. Well, we thank you so much for giving us a minute. I know you got your plate of food waiting, so we'll let you get back to that. But thanks again. We appreciate you.
And I appreciate you all giving me an opportunity. I appreciate it. Yep. Thank you all so much.
Your name again?
Charles Pryor.
Charles Pryor. Look him up.
Richard Pryor. Charles Pryor. Pryor. Except I'm not funny unless I'm telling people something that happened to me and they think it's funny. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Right, and we certainly appreciate he played beautifully today, and we appreciate him taking the time out to give us a little bit information, and so appropriate on a day where we're celebrating the talents of young people all across the globe. Music really does have the power to transform the hearts, and that's one of the programs that are part of this organization. And it was an opportunity for people who are working in different areas of youth development to meet each other, so they could form a network and see how everybody adds a piece. So the creative part is important, as you've seen, with the performances that are on this show every last Saturday of the month. And there are young people that are out there, and they have talents, they have skills, but they have frustration, and they don't have anybody to reach out to them and give them a chance to express themselves in a creative way. So, we appreciate being here today, and definitely appreciate what the Higher Learning Network does every last Saturday of the month, and bringing talent that people may never have seen and giving somebody a platform to be discovered. You never know. And like you said, you first start out and you're told, go get a real job. And when you excel in music, that becomes your real job. So, of course, and we appreciate all of you who have stayed with us. Let me turn up my sound here. So now I'm on the radio switchboard as well. So now let me see if I can. All right.
All right. So can you hear me, Naima? No, she can't hear me.
Yeah.
We are not due for another. Oh, did we? We got another. Got a little static there. It's so good to see that you are out there in the community, showing us what's available on the solution. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but I'm listening on my phone from the switchboard, which I know it's a little bit of a delay from the switchboard to the screen. But there is another person. If we've got
time. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me grab another person.
Okay.
And
while she does that, I've got a PSA for us.
And matter of fact,
while she does that, let me share with the 24-hour hotline. If you're depressed, and you just need to talk to somebody, you can call 24-hour hotline at 773-740-2620. And I'm going to put that up there on the screen. If you are in need, you just need to talk to somebody. There's a lot of challenges going on. 24-hour help hotline for mental health. So please share this information with someone who may need it. 773-745-2620. 773-745-2620. It's a 24-hour helpline for mental health. Because our children are being taken away from us. And that's one of the things I'm talking about on Monday Morning Mindfulness coming up this Monday, is because if you've seen the fashions lately, Lord have mercy. The boys are dressing like girls and the girls are dressing like boys. And you need to know why. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull the. Anyway, while she's still looking for someone. I still want to show you this. A little entertainment here, right quick.
All right.
Oh, there she goes. Okay.
Oops.
Hello, everybody.
We're back. And here, well, let me just make sure I let you introduce yourself and your title properly. Young Man Ministries.
Okay, my name is Robert Jones. I'm the president and CEO of Young Man Ministries. We have a community vegetable garden as well. We're trying to cut the rate of recidivism in our community. So, it's not about me, it's about the community, the father. That's it, it's not about me. Excuse me, y'all, because I just ate. I'm stuck.
He's in the middle of being started getting back to his plate in a minute, but I want to find out what was the process of starting that community garden and getting young people involved in it?
Well, it really wasn't a process. We just tilled the land, basically, bought some dirt, and planted the vegetables. Our neighbors next door let us use their water, so we watered it. See, I drive a truck, but on Wednesdays and Saturdays was my gardening day. So every Wednesday and Saturday, we would give out the vegetables. Anyone in the community passing by, we would say, "Hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? Would you like to take that?" Most of the time, we have to convince our people to take that. They're not used to eating fresh vegetables. Well, they are, but they're not used to somebody saying, "Would you take these vegetables?" And so, like 80-95% of it I gave away. But I have to tell you the truth that I ate all the jalapeno peppers up as much as I possibly can. But everything else we gave away. We planted broccoli, cauliflower, eggplant, tomatoes, cucumbers, cantaloupe. We planted a whole bunch of stuff. So one of the sisters at church told me right before Mother's Day is the last frost. So that's how it is.
So you just gave away what you did?
Everything except the hot peppers. I kind of kept it. Forgive me, y'all. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I ate majority of the hot pepper. But the cabbage and stuff I gave away. I tried to get the brother who's a chef to take the cabbage, but he didn't. So, but we just basically gave it away. We didn't want anything. We didn't want any donation. We just wanted to give it away. It's about the community. So this will be our third year this year of the garden. This will be our third year. To God be the glory.
Absolutely. Now, are you interested in supplying restaurants, local restaurants, or even restaurants in the Chicagoland area? Are you interested in that? Because some of them are talking about getting with the farmers and getting their supplies. So are you interested in that?
Yes, we are in the future, but we want to make it a little bigger first. First, we're going to start community, then we'll expand to be growth. Now, the other brothers talk about doing that, but I'm not really on it. To me, it's about the community. It's about the community. That's it.
Thank you for that. One last question. How can people get in touch with Young Man Ministries here in Harvey?
We have, now you're going to put me on the spot, you're going to show my age. We have, we have an email. It's youngmman148@gmail.com. And we have a web page. It's youngmanmen.com. Just Google Young Man Ministries, it'll come up. And we on Facebook as well. It's Eradicate Homelessness 1. Now see, you show my age. Because I forget. Now I got a cheat sheet at home while I use. So I meant to put it on the information we gave out, but I didn't get the chance to do it. Because see, like I said, I wanted to. So I need a secretary.
Anybody look for a job, eh?
Oh, the pay is not much with fees, you know.
Well, now, but you're working with homeless people and things like that.
Yes, that's more so in the future. That is, we want to basically homeless people need residence in the wintertime. Because some of them need some, they have mental illness issues. And so mostly in the winter times it'll be. Now what we do, we have a clothing drive as well, where we give out clothing. And so, but that's more so in the future. Now we only can do like 1 or 2 people at a time. We don't have the resources to help. And so that's where we are now. But I believe God, I believe it's going to be doing it big. I think this year is our year to do it.
All right, but you know, I got to look at with our host Zelda, who does her higher learning network. They take heaters out to the homeless, especially in Chicago, in this area where you freeze, freezing death. So we got to hook you all up because you know she's got a fantastic homeless ministry that she's doing. Yeah, so it's about networking.
Yeah, and see, you all have to remember, all you got to do is go up to one of these overpasses in the city of Chicago. You'll see the brothers and sisters down there. I mean, it's not rocket science. See, we can't turn them. Go ahead, my brother. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We can't turn them. See, we're doing like 6 or 7 things at one time. We cannot turn a blind eye to the things that are going on in our communities. Be it homeless, be it crime, be it gangs, be it drugs, be it anything. We can't turn a blind eye to that. It's already that too far. To God be the glory. It's not about me, it's about our community.
Amen.
Actually, I should put my hat on. We wasn't in church, but I think I'm looking cool. I'm sitting back like, I got a sense of humor too, y'all. Yes.
So thanks again, and thanks for allowing us to bring our global radio TV show into this facility and expose people to the world.
Man, the pleasure is all mine. I had no idea it'd be like that. Now, y'all, my greenness is coming back because I'm hungry again. So I wish you all was here and take some of this food home with you because this is what it's about. It's about we got to help each other. You are my brother. You are my sister. We are our brother's keeper. The word of God says, brethren. That means women and men. Brethren.
You can always bring a plate.
Yeah, I'll bring your plate.
Why you ain't here, sister? You working at home?
Because I had a contest to do, the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest.
Global Teen Contest every last Saturday of the month. And young people from all around the world participate in cheerleading scholarships. And so, I mean, we've seen children from this.
These are my team members below. These are the judges from the contest.
So they're right here every last Saturday month.
So thank you. I was the one who interrupted Zoe because we got hungry, so it's my fault.
Yeah, you interrupted Zoe, Ma. I was like, we didn't interrupt her in the middle of her presentation.
And we're not on CP time either, y'all. We just we let the spirit move, so it was time to.
But you know, we understand. And the food is good, it really is. I would say I'll bring y'all a plate, but by the time, you know, I get to your
well, you'll be glad to know.
But I'll try to write something up and see if I can save it.
Well, I'm not eating until Tuesday because I'm on a plane. So, did you hear what I said, Naima? You can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
I am on day 6 of my cleanse, which I have not been eating any cooked food or any hot food. It's been all raw food. And I got so much energy. It is unbelievable. I have never had this much energy. When I was 20, I didn't have this much energy. And I'm trying to free that and some now.
So, this is the best thing to do. You know, you really, once you start cleansing your body, you really feel the difference. Now, I'm on the 3rd day of Ramadan.
Ramadan, yeah.
Started this month.
And we all need to practice Ramadan.
You know, and I get up and I've been drinking, lemon and garlic water as a cleanse.
Oh,
And
okay.
I always think about what you said about breathing. Then breathe on somebody to get on your nerves. You got garlic on your breath.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the garlic water, you do see the difference when it flushes things out of you.
Yes, it
So I've been
does.
doing that for the last few days. So for everybody who needs to do something physical, to clean your body, do that because it also helps in your mental clarity.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
you'll feel yourself be able to think and remember things. Because I was going through a brain fog, I'd be forgetting people's names and things like that. And then when I started that cleansing process, I could see the difference. And we've all done it. You get ready to introduce somebody and you can't remember their name. That's so embarrassing. That
I
was
know,
happened to
right?
me. And then I realized my system is blocked out.
No, you know their name. You know their
You know
name.
it, but it's
Right.
just mental block. And so your body's trying to tell you, clean out them clogged up wires in your brain.
Tony was sharing me yesterday how the capillaries in our brain, they get plaque because of the processed foods that we eat, and we wonder why we can't remember things. We wonder why we have aches and pains. It's like that poison has to go somewhere, so it settles in our joints, in our hips,
Yes.
in our knees, in our ankles, in our backs. That poison has to come out. And when you have a craving for something, it's because the parasites that are inside you, they're hungry.
Yes.
They want to eat too. They want more junk, and we continue to give them junk, and that's why we have cravings. Since I have been on this day 6 of the cleanse, I can't believe I'm not hungry. It freaks me out that I'm not hungry more often. When I first get up in the morning, I am hungry, and I drink the juice and I take my herbs, and it's like, and then I eat a salad, and I'm supposed to eat 2 or 3 salads a day, but I'm not hungry. So it's like, wow, this cleanse really works. And I eat all day, just all day. Apple, orange, banana, potato chip, cake, I just eat everything. But this last week has been like a dream. It's like I'm living in a dream state because I have so much energy and I'm not hungry. If people knew what I knew, and I'm telling it, and I'm telling you to tell everybody, start with 1 day a week. If you can cleanse yourself 1 day a week
Yes.
and just eat raw 1 day a week. I haven't had cooked food since I started Monday, so I haven't had cooked food since last Sunday. It'll be a week tomorrow. I'm
Wow.
putting my greens and my cornbread in because I love greens and cornbread. I made me some black-eyed peas because I didn't want to be craving for no black-eyed peas, and I ate that, and I was good. So it's like from last Monday to this Saturday, I'm in heaven.
Yes.
I'm in heaven, and I'm not even in Jamaica. And you know how bad I want to be in Jamaica.
Well, I'm talking about the farming because this year I'm gonna be growing cabbage, growing
Oh,
squash.
I'm so glad you said cabbage because the cabbage that we get, I saw it on YouTube and some other places. The cabbage that we get is plastic. It's not real cabbage.
Oh, that's why I'm growing my own.
I love cabbage. So yeah, please, I'll be out there to film that too. Because I want some cabbage.
So what have you been eating, Zelda? What are you eating?
I eat anything raw. I've been eating a lot of almonds, bananas, apricots, avocados, mangoes. Make a spinach salad with onions, ginger, lemon, all raw. It doesn't matter what you eat as long as it's raw. It doesn't matter. But I want to go get the list. So now I'm even taking away for a minute because I want to go get the list so I can show you all the things that you can eat that are good for you. It's just all raw. That's all. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, and as we age, we really have to be conscious of what we're putting in our bodies because our bodies really are not designed to age. If we keep doing the things that rebuild cells, we don't age. And you got to stay away from stress because stress will age you. And
For sure.
But if you can stay stress free, eat fresh fruits and vegetables, and people who are meat eaters, try to eat meat that was not stressed. If you're going to eat an animal, eat one that was raised on a farm where they were happy and they had their children around them, and when they died, they was ready to go, and so they're not upset. I mean, if you can find meat like that, you can find a local farmer. If you're going to eat flesh, that's what I always would recommend. But of course, I'm not a flesh eater, but for those who are,
Right.
Don't eat stress meat. Eat relaxed meat. If you're gonna eat it. But
You said relax me, girl.
But definitely fruits and vegetables, and get a reliable farmer or grow it yourself, because otherwise you could be eating plastic, like she's saying.
Right. Okay, I found it, and here we go. This what I'm on is referred to. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. I need to play the ending so we can get out of there. But I want to share with you this list. So I'm gonna play the ending and we'll be out of there. Oh, the ending plays. Our closing, I should say. We're not reading the list. I want people to hear the list.
Yes, well, it was definitely another exciting contest. I saw a couple of people I liked.
I know.
So this is a good opportunity for me to expand on my knowledge. You said they grew some things. I just now learned how to grow. My parents grew up in the South on farms and all that. I knew nothing. I grew up in the city, bought my food, so I'm learning how to grow food. And I didn't know sweet potatoes. Well, I knew they grew in the ground, but last year was the first year I actually harvested sweet potatoes. And I'm like, oh, this right here, potato in the ground. Wow! You know, I was all excited. They said, you grew up in the city. You don't know what food looks like when it's actually grown. You don't know anything. So I saw that the potato first grows under the ground. It forms on the root of the plant. And when you dig it up, it's a potato. So I'm going to grow those. I'm going to grow carrots. I'm just going to learn how to grow food and eat it myself, and learn how. I've learned how to nourish the soil with compost, scraps from the table that are organic. So I learned a lot of things, and these are things that I'm probably will be able to teach young people.
Right.
You need to know some basic things on how to survive. Growing food is a survival skill, just like cooking is a survival skill.
Yeah.
We have 12 years of school, and we don't have any survival skills. It doesn't make any sense. You should know how to prepare a meal. You should know how to grow the food and then prepare it so that you can eat it. You should know how to preserve it. Know how to do canning. You can preserve things. We should know these things. These are survival skills that we lost. So that's what I'm looking for. Being able to connect with these organizations that are doing these things, so we can teach these things, learn these things. And even though we live in an urban environment, still have people how to survive. And even if all the stores closed because of COVID or whatever, you can grow your own food, you can cook your own food, you can generate a living, learning how to do things that we used to do before we got so urbanized and ignorant. So that's my goal. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here today and making friends with people who are doing likewise. Thank you, Zelda.
Makes sense.
And this is my drink I just made. That's why I was asking, could you hear me on the show when I
Yeah, no, I didn't hear it.
Good. This is, let me read to you what the list is. And I'm supposed to drink 3 of these a day. I can't drink 3 of them. I'm too full.
Wow.
I drink, so far I've gotten up to like 1.5. I can't even drink 3 of these because it's like you're just so satiated. You can't, because you're getting all the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that you need, so you don't have cravings. So let me tell you what I'm on. This is the juice recipe. It's called the green red. It's the first 7 days. It's the green red juice. A sliver of ginger, thumb the size of your thumb. A half a lemon with the peel. So you got to be sure to soak your vegetables. I soak mine in vinegar and baking soda.
What, the lemon?
Yeah, everything,
Oh.
everything, because when you get your food, it has pesticides in it. And
Mm.
you have to clean your vegetables before you eat. So that's a half a lemon, 1 or 2 red apples, whole red apples, and 2 or 3 celery sticks, a half or 1 bell of spinach or kale. I don't like kale, no shape, form, or fashion. I can juice it, but I don't like it. So I use spinach. A quarter of a beet. I use a half a beet because I'm used to using it. That's the low iron or low red blood cells, and carrots is needed. So I don't have enough of beets and all the other stuff in there, so you have to complete it with carrots. And I can take you in here to the kitchen and show you.
All right.
Now that we're off, are we off? No, we're still
Yep,
on.
yeah. Well, it's after 2, so
Okay, well,
we
y'all
gotta
gonna
go. But
yeah.
it's been great, and thanks so much for being open to sharing this. And
Yeah.
we'll see you all. What,
On
tomorrow?
Monday morning mindfulness.
Monday morning
Sure.
mindfulness.
Be sure
All
and
right.
go vote for us here at the oldnational.com/CYC. And then I'm going to show you all the rest of what's going on here.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much. We'll see you then.
We will see you on Monday morning mindfulness, where I will be announcing the winner of the Global Virtual Teen Talent Contest. So you be sure and tune in from 7 until 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.
The Female Solution Global Radio TV Show invites you to an invigorating conversation with our team of hosts Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Central Time. Start your week with Monday Morning Mindfulness with Zelda Speaks. Tuesdays, Self-Cell Care with Jody Susan. Wednesdays, Repairing Broken Families with Naima Latif and co-host Kareem Hamid. Thursdays, Soulful Solutions with Dr. Debbie Green. And Fridays, Health and Wellbeing with Beata. Saturdays, tune in 12 noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. First Saturday, Success Strategies with Jana. Second Saturday, Wendy Williams Esquire on relationships. Third Saturday, Move Around with Deborah. And fourth Saturday, Wisdom with Mama D. Join us Sundays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time for Soul Purpose Healing with Beata. Call in and comment 515-605-9325. Press 1 to speak to the host and be a part of the solution.
Grand Rising, and thank you so much for joining me. I'm your host, Zelda Speaks, the stressologist. Any stress in your life? Well, most of us do. Unfortunately, we don't know what to do with that stress, especially as it relates to worry. I was once a worried about everything, and I finally figured it out with some training. Yeah, I've been certified with the American Society of Training and Development, National Speakers Association, and a host of others. But none of those organizations helped me stop worrying. They just gave me validation for the public to see what credentials I have. So the credentials I have now are from life experience, and I've learned how not to worry. And you can learn how not to worry too, because it is indoctrinated in us to worry. We don't have the answers, so we think the worst is going to happen. Well, I got a solution to that, and that is the Worry Workshop. So I'm going to pull that up for you on my blog. Why do you worry when you don't have to? Go to my blog, Zelda Speaks. www.wordpress.com, and you can sign up right there and find out how you. And remember, sharing is caring. If you care about yourself and your loved ones, help them see their way out of a mess. Give them the gift. It makes a great birthday gift. It makes a great holiday gift. So instead of running to the store getting something that they really might not need, give them a worry-free life. Give them the gift of a worry-free existence. And thanks for sharing. Make it a great day. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing. Are you stressed out? Are you ready to learn some quick techniques on how to de-stress immediately? Then book your free 30-minute consultation with Zelda Speaks, the Mindfulness Stress Relief Coach, at higherlearningnetwork.org. Thanks for sharing.